That is right. You read that title correctly. 1 in every 10 women in Japan have a sugar daddy. Times are getting tough, and I'm not encouraging any girl out there to go and do this, but I understand why young girls do this. In Japanese, this is called papa Katsu, and obviously in the Western world, English is the sugar daddy business, right? According to a popular survey conducted in Japan of over 3,000 adult women who were either in their 20s or 30s, 10% of them said yes when they were asked if they have experiences engaging in papakatsu, the sugar daddy business, right? Also, according to Japan Today, Japanese news source, foreign women living in Japan are also taking part in this papakatsu activity, okay? And so you might be wondering, why do young Japanese women get into papakatsu business, dating strangers, and risking possibly being abused or scammed? Okay, so we are going to get into that, but before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Okay, guys, I talk about geek culture, anime, manga, as well as Japanese culture, so sign up if you're into any of those things. So, this is what we're going to cover in this video. So why Japanese women do it, why teenage Japanese girls are doing it, and what are some better options, And this is going to sound weird. Look, I don't claim to be an expert on Japanese culture, but I've been looking into this, and even after traveling to Japan, learning the language a little bit since high school, right? So I'm just going to give some thoughts after, studying Japanese economics and the culture over there in Japan and everything that's happening. So let's start with why Japanese women look for sugar daddies. Okay, so this is a practice all over the world, but only a small percentage of women do it, of course, because not every woman has access to men with a 6-figure or 7-figure income. Okay. However, in Japan, the number of women in the papakatsu business has increased dramatically, and some people could say it was because of the 2020 pandemic. And that is not far from the truth. However, this has been on the rise since before the pandemic. So listen up. You see, Japan's economy has been on the decline over the past 10 years. Their GDP fell from 5 trillion to 4 trillion, right? I'm not here to explain, economics, but the point is that Japan is not producing as many wealthy people as they once did. It is hard for women to find a man that is willing to support them and take care of them because Japanese women are still very traditional when it comes to relationships, unlike Western countries. Finding a papakatsu is a way for them to have another source of income in Japan's declining economy. Come on, guys. We all know that women do not want to be with a man that is broke. Also, the fact that Japan, especially the Tokyo area, has a high divorce rate does not help, and money is one of the biggest arguments in relationships. Okay, so papakatsu helps to satisfy the financial hole. No pun intended. Okay, so now, why do teenage Japanese girls get into this business? It's a sad truth in Japan. Japan has a homeless teenager problem. I'm sure many countries do, but the difference between teenage homelessness in Japan compared to, let's say, America or European countries is that, in Western countries, it's easier for teenagers to find help in Western countries like America, UK, right?
逃げるちょっと前に任意検査薬でちゃんと確認をして逃げてきましたね。私は兄のお嫁さんではないし、みんなのおもちゃとかそういうものでもないし、シェルターにもう入る予定がパッて決まったみたいな感じで、脱走しました。
脱走したの？
はい。福祉のパワハラひどくて、いっぱいある新聞よりもこういう文字しか書いてないのの方があったかいと。
エビナさん、こんばんは。
ゆうちさんです。
はい、よろしくお願いします。
よろしくお願いします。こんばんは。
エゲンさんは家出されて、でそこからホームレスをやったりとか、あとはいろいろ施設を転々とされたりとかしてたじゃないですか。そうなったきっかけ。
So the reason why teenager, Japanese girls get into the papakatsu business is because, since they are under the legal age to get a job, naturally, they try to find a sugar daddy to help them survive. Yeah. So, of course, nobody's allowed to work under the legal age of 18. But if you end up homeless at the age of 14, you can't get a job because of your age. What do you think these girls are going to do? You know? And I'm talking as young as 14 years old, 15, 16 years old girls. It's pretty sad. When you're a homeless teenager and your country is not doing much to help you, what else are you supposed to do? It makes sense to look for someone who has money that can support you. This is also one of the reasons why Japanese girls go into the Jiyoshi Kosei business, the high school girl pop music business, which tends to attract predators, right? Now, what are some better options for Japanese women? I mean, I don't claim to know everything about Japan and how to solve its problems. I am an American. Please keep in mind. But there are some better ideas to help Japanese women to help them stay safe. So, one of the horrible things that will happen when they're in the papakasu business is that the man she is dating will pretend to go to the bathroom and then never come back, leaving her with the restaurant bill. Yeah. Okay. And some women think that that the man only wants to go out on a date, but ladies, let's be realistic here. If a man is paying you to go out on a date, you know exactly what else he wants from you. Okay? So, let's just keep it real here. Also, the women end up scamming other men as well, disappearing on the date after they get paid. Trust me, karma is real and it will come to bite you in the behind. Okay? Some women end up getting or abused by the man that is paying them. So what is a better option to prevent this from happening? And by the way, I'm not encouraging any women to do this, but a hostess club in Japan is much safer because they have a staff that can protect the women. A hostess club in Japan is like a nightclub where you pay women for companionship. They chat with you, flirt with you, and yes, some men are willing to pay just to talk to a woman. Okay? Crazy world that we're living in. So, guys, this is why 1 in 10 of the young Japanese women from their teenage years up to their early 30s are, they get into the sugar daddy business. I hope this video was helpful. So, make sure to comment below. Make sure to like this video. Guys, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. This is your boy, Andy Matrix. Godspeed.